What packing supplies do you need to start your sneaker reselling business? In today's episode, we're gonna go over all of the cheapest options with also having the best quality to start your sneaker reselling career and keep the most money in your pocket, period. Guys, let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Press, and today we are going over packing supplies. This is a very key thing for any reselling business or any shipping business. You're gonna need boxes, you're gonna need tape, you're gonna need a printer, and you're gonna need all of those things. So there are gonna be a few options for each category. There's gonna be some free options, and there's also going to be some paid. Some things you're just gonna have to pay for, and yeah. So let's get started with the boxes first. So let's talk about boxes first. Boxes are the most important because that's what protects the sneakers during shipping. There are two options and two scenarios that you're gonna need boxes for. One you may fall into more than the other, so that will affect whether you're buying boxes from a third party or you're just reusing boxes that Foot Locker, Nike, whoever ships you. I do that an absolute crap ton because, most of the time Foot Locker or Nike, they're sending, I'm just using those as an example, they are sending some like decently good quality boxes. Those boxes I only use if I'm selling on GOAT, eBay, or StockX, a company that is going to repack the shoes into their own box. That's what I'll reuse boxes for. So a super key point that I didn't bring up is when starting a business, any business, you want to keep cost as absolutely low as you can to make sure this business works. So if you're just getting started with reselling, don't go out and buy hundreds of boxes. Reuse the boxes that you already have. There are options out there. You'll find them. I mean, everybody orders from Amazon. You're going to have boxes from there. You're going to be buying from online, so you're going to get boxes from there. I mean, wherever you can get a box, ask your friends. And any of those places, a free box, take it, use it, and save money that way. You can think of it as, okay, I'm saving an extra $1 and change per box that I'm reusing. And if you sell 100 boxes in a month, 100 sneakers in a month, you're putting another $100 in your pocket. So if you think of it that way, you want to keep cost as absolutely low as you can. And that's going to be the trend throughout the entire video, is just trying to find the best way to get through it as cheap as you can and putting the absolute most money in your pocket. If it's going to a customer, if it's going to a client or something, and I have to ship the shoes, I want a nicer box. So I'm gonna take you to the place that I get my shoe boxes from. So let's go to the computer. All right, so we're on Uline right now and we're looking at the 16 by 10 by 6 boxes. That is the size that I go with because it fits pretty much every single model under size 13. The bigger sizes, of course, you're gonna need a little bit different box, but save those boxes that they came in. This is gonna be our paid option. It does get a little bit pricey sometimes, but this is for the more advanced, I would say, reseller, the one that is doing a ton of units a week, and they're gonna need some nice boxes. So there are a couple options here. The one that I go with are just the corrugated. I don't know how you say that, but that's how I feel it is. It's $1.07 per. If we go to the cheaper ones, it's the lightweight, and anytime you hear lightweight, you're gonna think less quality. So I just go with the $1.07 here, and it does benefit you if you buy in bulk. It is going to be expensive. You are going to probably spend north of $500. So I just put in an order today. Those boxes should be here tomorrow. And I ordered 500 of them. It came out to $638. I'll pop up the actual amount up here. Our price per box is $1.34. We do have some other options that we can go to, like eBay and Amazon, and try to look for those 16 by 10 boxes, but that's where it gets really dicey. I used to order from eBay from a company, and they had really good boxes for the first, I would say, couple hundred I ordered. The last 200 I ordered were so thin, so terrible quality, like they would not last through shipping. So I had to return those and I had to look for another option. That's when I came along Uline. When I was buying off of eBay, they were about $1.25 per unit, and now we're paying $1.34, $1.32 per unit, something like that. We're gonna pick up these boxes tomorrow. I'm gonna cut to that clip now, and I'll show you. It's kind of a fun experience as well. we got our boxes, we got to get labels. That is the next step, and getting cheap labels is always really hard. You could go to Shippo, you could go to Shipping Pirate. Those are the two online services that you don't have to sign up for like a full account, and you can get some discounted labels. Those usually run about $13 a label for about a 5-pound box. But I have an even cheaper option for you guys. It is through our Discord, Crypto Flips. You can get $5 labels. I'm just gonna come out and say it because it is absolutely huge. A package under 7 pounds with USPS is gonna be $5. That's absolutely huge. It's gonna save us so much money and give an opportunity to ship out or offer free shipping to a lot of people and keep more money in our pocket. The only way to get this label plug is through our Discord. I'll have a link down below. It is completely free until January 1st. After that, it goes to $25 a month. So you're not just paying $25 a month for this label plug. Yes, it's a plus, and that itself is worth $25 a month, but there are a ton of monitors for pretty much every single store you can think of. Hibbett, Finish Line, Shopify's, Nike in-store, which is extremely hard to get, but we got it. Nike, JD, Finish Line, all of those stores, plus a ton of other ways to make money in this Discord. Pricing errors, low-key flips, hat flips, like a ton of stuff. So definitely, guys, go give it a try with the link down below. Free till January 1st, and it goes to $25 a month. So we'll see you guys in there. So we have our boxes. Now, how do we print our labels? There are two options when it comes to printing labels. We can go an ink printer or a thermal printer. Both of those have a price and have pros and cons to them. There are different scenarios where I use one over the other. If I'm selling on StockX or GOAT, I use my normal ink printer because they have that big piece of paper that has a QR code or a serial number on it that StockX uses to verify that it goes to your account and not somebody else's account. So that's why I always use my ink printer versus my thermal printer for those. Ink printers run anywhere from $100 to $150, and then you have ink charges, recurring ink charges because they run out, and then paper charges, which you can buy all of those in bulk and hold on to it for a while. Thermal printers run anywhere from $100 to $200. I personally use the Rollo thermal printer. It's a $200 retail, and I've had mine for 2.5 years. If you can afford that and you're doing it and you need that, you feel, then go with the top of the line Rollo printer. But there is a cheap option that has quite a few reviews on Amazon, which I'll have linked below, which looks pretty interesting. You can connect to it from your phone and print labels that way, which is interesting. But if you already have a printer, use the printer that you have. Just run with it as long as you can until you scale. That's the biggest thing, is just keeping costs low. Don't go out and buy crazy things because you think you need them. You don't need them. You got to keep things as simple as you can. And yeah, on to the next one. So now we've purchased the two most expensive items, a printer and boxes. Now let's talk about the little miscellaneous things that we need. Packing bubbles, tape, business cards, that kind of stuff. Let's start with packing material first. Packing material I have never purchased. I literally will not purchase packing material because I know it comes in the stuff I order off of Amazon or the stuff I order from sneaker shops, like that kind of stuff. I'll always reuse the material I get. I put it into a big trash bag, throw it in the garage, and wait until I need it. So now let's move on to tape. Tape is pretty interesting because that is going to be, I would say, our third most expensive thing because it is a recurring charge. You can't really get it for free. I found a really good listing on Amazon that has like whatever 8,000 reviews. You get 36 rolls of tape, I believe, for $50, which is a really good deal. At Costco, you can go get this Scotch tape when it goes on sale for $20 for 8 rolls. You know, I would rather pay $50 for 36 rolls. That is a lot better, and tape just holds the box together. So don't go too crazy. I will be switching over to that Amazon listing once I run out of my last roll of tape. Business cards, you don't need it if you're just getting started. You're not going to put business cards into the packages going to StockX, eBay, GOAT, etc. You don't need it unless you have a pretty big clientele. That's an extra expense that is not needed. Just run with what you got. Make it as minimalistic as you can. Put the most money in your pocket at the end of the day. And I'll have links for all this stuff linked down below. So if you're curious or want to see or purchase some of this stuff, I've got links all down below for you guys. That's pretty much it for this video. It was just more of an informational one. If you have questions or video specific ideas, definitely comment them down below and I will start making some more informational stuff for you guys. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate the ongoing support. Thank you, and y'all have a good day. We'll see you later.